You're back on Starting Gate. Property developer Cebu Landmasters is among the firms looking to list this year, and it's planning to raise up to 3.8 billion pesos to fund its expansion across Visayas and Mindanao. I asked Chairman and CEO Joe Soberano exactly how that money will be put to use.
We've been in Cebu for a number of years. That's where we all started, no? From one residential economic housing project in Balamban, Cebu. We've mushroomed to a number of projects. We're counting with 25. And part of those locations are now penetrating different key cities. We're now in Cagayan de Oro with a project that we launched September of last year. And we're going to Davao with a project that will be launched in 2 weeks. So what we are trying to replicate is basically the successes that we have been able to generate over the years in Metro Cebu. And we have identified key cities in Davao, Cagayan de Oro. And this time we have also our positioning in Dumaguete, Bacolod, and Iloilo. Because we feel that these are places with strong potentials. The numbers about how consumer spending is so high in these places will augur well with our plans.
So you've talked as well about launching 6 projects in Cebu and 5 more across the rest of Vismin. Are you looking to keep those targets post-IPO?
Yes, very much so. And these are not just prospective projects. These are basically pipeline projects which are in different stages of construction phases. We're still very much focused on Cebu because we are geared up for more things, no? We are positioned on a high-end development, having acquired with some JV partners a major property in Cebu IT Park, which we're going to do a 38-story high-end residential condo with a plaza that will have a mix of retail and restaurant row, and complemented by second phase, which is an office building. So there are still a lot of actions in Metro Cebu as well, entering into the hospitality business, and even not forgetting our flagship where we started in terms of developing economic housing using our Casamira brand, which has been known already in Cebu, and we're replicating other key cities in Visayas and Mindanao.
Cebu Landmasters has been around only 12, 13 years or so. In that time, you've managed to corner about 11% of the share of the market of residential condos in Metro Cebu. That puts you second only to Ayala. I want to know, was it really difficult breaking into that market?
It's always going to have its challenges, no? And we have our own share because we are relatively new. 12 years is not too long, especially in this industry. But yet we managed to find our niche. We have developed over the years some kind of familiarity to go across the board in all market segments. So we're not just basically an economic mid-market developer now. We have done office buildings. We have done high-end residential condos. I mentioned to you about 38 Park Avenue. We have done mixed use. We've done hospitality in a tie-up with Ascot. So we were into hotels. We have this opportunity to do industrial park because we have a reclamation project that we are working on.
Why go into hotels now? A lot of the other developers we've spoken to are also ramping up activity in the hospitality sector, banking on an influx of tourists into the country, which means more competition for you guys.
There's going to be a brand new, more influx of tourists. And the rest of the country is also enjoying that kind of growth in terms of tourist arrival. And this is one opportunity that we would like to also enjoy. Even foreign brands like Marriott, who recently acquired Starwoods, are in the lookout. They want to have their presence here a lot more. Ascot is in the lookout. They just don't want to stick in Metro Manila. That's why they're already in Cebu through us. And they're looking for more. So we'd like to be part of that action. Occupancy rates are at all-time high, especially when there are special events that come along. No? And as any other developer, would like to seize that opportunity. Bohol is a good target. You know how things have become very active there. And I like the location because it's also very proximate to where we are. So in terms of managing it, it might be something just within our reach.
A key part of your strategy involves catering to for employees of BPO firms as well as OFW families. Those are, in fact, the two pillars of the Philippine economy. But of late, there have been rumblings that the possible protectionist policies in the U.S. under the new president could hurt growth in those two sectors. Are you worried at all?
We see that remittances are still coming strong. Now, as far as the BPO, well, there has been continuous inquiries, no? Not just on office expansion because of the growth that we are experiencing here, but even for BPOs. I guess the point, and this has been echoed by all other developers, no? That how can you compete with how we do things cheaper than if it were in other countries, no? More developed than we are. The cost differential is just too wide for them not to anymore look at us. We continue to have that kind of cost advantage, no? And we still don't feel the pressure. There might be certain concerns, but I don't see that opportunity going away.